Hey everyone, this is Stephanie, and this is my presentation on Sonnet 144, one of the Dark Lady sonnets. These are recognized as sonnets 127 to 154. Here Shakespeare introduces us to the man right fair and refers to the Dark Lady as a woman colored ill. He names her the worser spirit and describes in detail how she taints the man fair right by her corruption, by corrupting his good angel. The sonnet has roots in beauty and applies it to what can be seen and unseen. We imagine a man right fair as a light-colored man, fair-complected, and we imagine the woman colored ill as a sickly type of darker-skinned woman. As the fair man succumbs to the woman's darkness, he becomes less fair and less beautiful in both body and soul, wooing his purity with her foul pride. When one woos, we associate it with being wooed by one's beauty or one's affections towards us as a good thing, but Shakespeare ties this feeling of being wooed to virtue and sin. Only if he maintains his virtue does he maintain his beauty. Shakespeare tightly ties the concepts of virtue to beauty. To win me soon, my female evil tempteth my better angel from my side. She takes his better angel, his purity, his comfort, his saint, yet he loves her still. Everything he has to say about her is bad. She is depicted as ugly in body and spirit. It's as if she's so beautiful that it ruins her as much as she ruins him. Often beauty is associated with good, pure, and wholesome things, but here we get the sense that Shakespeare hints at the darker side of beauty. When someone is so beautiful, it creates a madness in others affected by that beauty and becomes the undoing of their goodness, purity, and their fairness. There is a pattern in this sonnet of pairs, good and evil, the better angel, who is the man right fair, the worser spirit, who is the woman colored ill, purity and pride, bad and good, saint and devil. All of these pairs are almost exactly each other's opposites, like the man right fair and the woman colored ill. If we think of these pairings as two things grouped together by their similarity and apply that to the odd pairings we observed in the sonnet, what does that lead us to conclude? Shakespeare's use of irony and balance, dark and light, good and evil. So in this sonnet, a pair represents inseparable and contradictory opposites. If we expand this meaning a little more broadly when looking at the sonnet, what can we see that overall the sonnet ends with is this yin and yang theme of inseparable and contradictory opposites. Love has a steep cost, happiness, comfort, and sacrificing his better angel. Another theme we observe here is conflict. All of the pairings at odds with each other, and the good angel, bad angel in conflict by nature, and in between all of this conflict is the man right fair. He is deeply conflicted because he knows loving this woman darkens him, darkens his spirit, and ultimately he surrenders himself to her. Love and self-sacrifice. Till my bad angel fire my good one out. The better angel represents a protector of his purity, his goodness, his internal spirit, his comfort. While the dark lady may have been the cause of this man's conflict, this man's having an internal monologue with himself and considers in multiple ways how loving her impacts him. The fair man recites all the ways that this dark lady condemns him to a personal or eternal hell, but he doesn't indicate that he has a choice to avoid this. He could choose not to love her, to resist her darkness, but he doesn't. Instead, he succumbs to his bad angel and blames everything on her, his corruption, loss of purity, but he doesn't take responsibility for his own feelings and choices. In all of the pairings we observe in this sonnet, there is a theme of good versus evil. The man would be destined for heaven in mind and possibly in spirit if it wasn't for this dark lady. The dark lady impresses darkness upon to him, on his soul, and leads him to a personal hell. In contrast, Shakespeare tightly ties sin to ugliness. He talks about her foul pride, which creates an image in our minds of a foul and ugly woman, both in heart and body, a woman that takes pleasure in and thrives on the purity she takes from this man, as if she's toying with him. Overall, there are several themes that permeate through this sonnet: irony and pairing opposites, good and evil, purity and sin, and beauty. Shakespeare uses beauty and love as a precipice to dive into moral topics surrounding these things and underscores that for most of them, the cost is consequential. Thank you, everyone.